Okay guys, this is Corey C. Meltzer Schultz trying a Worst Characters Challenge on Shining Force 2. The team I will be using will consist of Bowie, the main character. He's usually fairly consistent, but he's got to be used. Sarah as a Vicar, who really Vicar is the worst class I find for any healer, even though it does give them a little bit extra MP. Chester, who will be used as a Pegasus Knight, which gives him lower defense, and then it also takes away his land effect. So therefore, he'll be a little bit harder to use, even with his higher HP. I'll be using Kazan as a wizard, who has a terrible spell selection. He's got Blaze, D-Soul, Silence, and Muddle, I believe. D-Soul's really... it's not a spell I'd rather use. Muddle, again, it's a utility spell, it's got its moments, and Silence is only good against mages. Blaze is a saving grace as a wizard, but even so, I find the other spells are just so much better. Kiwi, who, while a great tank, and does a good deal of damage, has no HP, so any kind of caster just screws him up. May, the centaur archer, who is actually pretty good, in my opinion, but a lot of people don't like her, mostly because she has no defense, and only a lot of attack. And in this playthrough, she'll be harder to use because, quite frankly, I'm not going to have any frontline fighters. Also using Luke, the Birdman. He doesn't have the greatest attack nor defense, but he actually is used fairly well if you know how to use them, from what I've heard. Just have him swoop in, I guess. And then I'll be using the Happy Elven couple, Elric and Janet, both as snipers. Their attack will be a lot lower, and their defense will be a lot lower than they would be as brass gunners. So, again, another difficult set to use. Higgins, the, I believe, Pakalon Paladin, is going to be in the party. From everything I've read, he's about the same as Chester. And I'll also be using Jaro, the mercenary that just decides to switch teams. Now, there are going to be two things that will go on with this playthrough. One, there are going to be no uses of any other characters. So, for example, I get Jaha after about the second battle, I believe, second or third. But he's just going to sit in the back. He's not going to join the battle whatsoever. I will also be instituting a 20 level promotion thing, or in the case of Elric and Janet, as soon as you get them. Now, let's see here. I'm just going to name all the characters that I'm going to be using so I don't lose track of them. Of course, the main character always gets named after usually whoever's playing, so that's me. Oh crap, I forgot to do that. Tab, hard reset. Blush. Yes, SUH. Come on. Alright, let's try this again. Start. Data 1. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, as soon as you've completed the game once, you can go on to End, hold Start, and press the OK button, and you'll name everyone. Now, all the characters I'm going to be using will be friends of mine, or just people I know in general, that somewhat would fit the character style, but I mean, you can only do so much. We'll name him. Actually, no, we'll name him. There we go. He's not getting used, so he'll stay the same name. Not a crazy mage, but we'll name him. He's not getting used as awesome as Slade is. Same with Peter. May. We'll give her... Kelsey. One of my good friends. She actually does some dancing on YouTube from what I've seen. It's actually quite well done. Geralt, one of my usual favorite characters. He's usually top 10 for most people, so he's not getting used. Here we go, Luke, the Birdman. We'll give him one of my wise friends' name. Because Luke is fairly smart and well learned. Road. Rick. Here we go, here's Elric. Just because he's part of the annoying couple. No offense to anyone of my friends that'll actually watch this, but... Let's see here. Eric's not getting used. Karna's not getting used. North Randolph retiring. Janet. If only she was a blonde, then this would actually be perfect. Higgins. We'll name him after one of my teachers. Why not? Oh, right, I think Screech was part of this team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, Screech is one of the other guys that's in this team. He's one of the other bird battlers. Again, they're quick and agile, but they lack any real attack or defense. Taya, Phrygia the Bold Man, Jaru. Yeah, I can't think of any name for him, so we'll just call him Jarhead. I believe that's a name for many mercenaries. Go. Guyan, Sheila, Zink, Chaz, Lemon, and Claude. Alright, we'll just go normal.